What's up? It's HungerDrone.com, and today I'm going to be doing a night flight with my Eachine H8, which is fairly similar to the JJRC H8. One of my favorite little minis. Orientation is reversed, so don't get confused because sometimes it confuses me. We're going to do a nice slow little flight here, uh, just showing off some of the features of it and why I like this drone so much. So first and foremost, super stable, very responsive to the controls. You do have to be somewhat careful whenever you are doing your 360s and you're with your yaw, because this thing will spin like crazy. So you can do 360s like you can't even believe. So we'll just quickly do some here just to show you what I'm talking about. You know, and if you're not used to that, if you're into one of the higher speeds, this thing is sometimes unmanageable because of the 360 rate on it. You know, it's hard to get precisely back in the right direction, and a lot of times you just fly away with this sucker. So I've been flying it. It's probably my 10th, 15th flight with this little mini. As you can see, hands off the controller. This is just it hovering right now. We'll walk towards it. I don't even have my hands on the controller, as you can see, and you can see how well this thing hovers. I mean, excellent buy. You know, you can get this for as low as, I believe, $15 to $17. On the higher side, you know, if you want it quicker, probably 20, 25 bucks, and it's worth every penny. Um, Especially, you know, I mean, it does tricks. The frame, the body, the brush guard, or the propeller cards are permanent on it. You can snip them off, which isn't a big deal. Battery bay loads in the back, which is fairly normal for many of these minis. Does not have very much lift power as far as being able to lift anything, so you will never be able to put a camera or any other attachments on it, or even try to put possibly a bigger battery in here. It does have tricks, so as you can see, you need to give it about a foot off the ground or so if you are going to do some, and do some backflips here. But super fun, and it's so responsive that you can fly this indoors. You know, you can stop yourself before you smack into a wall. I do notice that sometimes on, you know, some of the hard 360 version flight or turns, because it's turning right on one of those motors. Sometimes the propeller does smack the prop guard, which you'll hear it'll actually make a noise when that does happen. But you know, other than that, no complaints. You know, I would like to see it come with maybe some better bumpers on the motor seats, some pre-built ones. I understand, you know, this thing is so light that it probably wouldn't be able to lift off the ground the way it's constructed if they were to do that. So it doesn't have any. You can glue some on there. It does come with some that are double adhesive donut type of foam, but I mean, as soon as you hit the ground, those things rip off. Looks like we're already losing some juice, or our battery is coming loose, or our controller could be out as well. So see if we can get a couple more minutes out, because this is a little bit light on the flight time. I'm generally used to getting anywhere between you know, 4 to 5 minutes, even though it does have a small battery in it. So it looks like we're back up and running. Maybe there's a little interference. You know, there are some high frequency radio towers and power lines off in the distance that sometimes do affect these little quadcopters. But do a closed front flip, and typically when you do the front flips, that's when you know, can notice the issues. And it looks like our battery's going to die, so we'll land this thing nice and easy. And you know, if you are flying it indoors, you can land this nice and easy indoors too as well. I'm not sure quite what the issue is. I believe we're out of juice, but seems like we got a little bit of power. Not sure why it's cutting out here. Could be the moisture in there. Hopefully it's not getting into this little sucker, because this is one of my favorites, and hopefully that's not the reason why it's causing it to cut out. I'd hate to talk it up so good and then it malfunctions while filming it, but and if you've ever flown at night when your batteries are blinking there and you can't see where you're going, sometimes you can run right into your head close by. So it's a little hard to land sometimes. This is the Eachine H8. Looked like it was just a battery issue. It was running low. I hadn't charged just overnight because I haven't flown it in a while, which kicking myself in the ass for not doing so, because this is one of my favorites. If you're thinking about buying one in the $14 to $20 range, definitely get this one, add it to your collection. I've had nothing but good luck with it. Other people have reported some issues, but not sure what kind of issues they're having, but for me, no issues other than, the orientation lights are a little bit backwards. So if this video helped you out in any way, and definitely leave a like, and be sure to subscribe to the channel. That always helps.